We are waiting for President Biden to leave the White House, you see on your screen there, and head to Capitol Hill for the State of the Union address.
CBS News' Nikole Killion covers Congress and joins us now from Statuary Hall. She is joined by Florida Republican Congressman Byron Donalds. Nikole, take it away.
All right, thanks, Major and Caitlin, and Congressman, thanks so much for joining us tonight. What do you want to hear from the president?
I just want to see if he has a response for all the crises that he has caused or has occurred under his presidency. You know, it's been 3 years. There's not been much of a response from this administration. People are suffering in the United States of America, whether it's inflation, whether it's the border crisis, or even when you're talking about the foreign policy crises that have happened throughout his entire administration. He has a lot of things to answer for. That's what I'm waiting to see.
And what do you make of some of your colleagues, some of whom I talked with earlier, who say it really doesn't matter what he says tonight, they're not trying to hear it?
I'm only interested in hearing solutions, and I'm always open-minded for that. I don't expect them, but I'm hopeful. And I think that's where most Americans are. They just want to see that somebody has a prescription for what is happening. And if he has no prescription, and I'm betting that he does not, I know Donald Trump has one, and he's going to be sharing it with the American people.
Do you think there will be decorum in the chamber tonight?
I believe so. I think because at this point, you know, you get to a point where you're just done, where you're just kind of over it. And I think that's where a lot of my colleagues are. They're done, they're over it. Maybe something will change. We don't expect that to happen. We think it's going to be more of the same. And we have now seen Joe Biden's agenda impact the lives of all Americans. It's not been good. So we have to have a new way of doing things.
I know we're going to hear a lot from the president tonight about trying to lower cost, for instance, around the issue of prescription drugs. He will be outlining other proposals. You know, while I understand that this is divided government, is there anything that you think House Republicans can work with this president and this White House on ahead of November?
Of course. Secure the border. That is the number one thing affecting the lives of every American, whether it's illegal immigrants in the streets of New York, Detroit, Denver, Milwaukee, whatever, or any other city, major city in our country, or if you're talking about really the price of food, the price of gas, the price of energy. He likes to talk about prescription drugs because he can subsidize that through government programs. But when you're talking about meat and gas, the things that every working American has to deal with, what are those prescriptions? We would love to work with them, but he's got to be serious. When it comes to the border, we did pass H.R. 2. The Senate has not passed anything. That's where the House is.
But they did put a border proposal on the table, which Republicans rejected.
Every member of Congress can file any bill they want, but did it pass? It did not pass. It was rejected. The only measure to secure the border has passed the House. Joe Biden doesn't even want to talk about it. There's a reason why, because he doesn't want to fix the problem. He just wants to lay blame on everybody else.
All right, Congressman Byron Donalds of Florida, thank you so much. Major, Caitlin?
Nikole Killion, thank you so very much.